Hi everyone, it's Yori. Welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be an Ulta haul. I recently received a 20% off coupon at Ulta, and I'm sure you know how hard those are to resist. And also, it was about that time of year when Ebates sends out the rebate checks for, purchases that you've made online. And so I was receiving my Ebates rebate, and I saw that you could select an Ulta Beauty gift card for a slightly higher amount than you would if you just wanted cash. And so I selected that option knowing full well I would invest my money right back into makeup. If you don't know what Ebates is, I do have a referral link in my description box and you're welcome to check that out and join. Basically, you just get a percentage of your cash back from purchases online. So if you're interested in seeing how I spent my check and what I got at Ulta Beauty, then just keep on watching. So I got a couple of products both from the drugstore and the high-end side of Ulta Beauty, and so yeah, I'll just start with the drugstore first. And the first thing that I picked up was a pair of eyelashes, and these are by Allure and Vegas Nay. These are in the style Absolute Allure. They're going to be a little bit wide for me because I do have small eyes, but I like this style. It reminds me a lot of the Violet Voss ones that I put in my yearly favorites, and sadly I can no longer reuse those anymore. They sort of reached the end of their life, and so I wanted to pick up something similar in this style because whenever I don't have a winged eyeliner look or a cat eye look, more like a halo eye or a more natural look like I'm wearing today, this style of lash really looks good with it. And I like how there's a little bit of separation so that it isn't gonna fully cover my eyelid and any eye makeup that I'm wearing. I have hooded lids, and so finding false lashes that work for my eyes is a little challenging, and so I wanted to try these even though I know I have to trim them. I also picked up this pair that is Allure by Jasmine Brown. I don't really follow her. I imagine she's a vlogger. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything by her before, but I'll definitely have to look her up. But this is in the style Curly Queen, and the box is empty because I am wearing the eyelashes today. They are very, very similar to these Allure ones that I showed you, but these are a lot smaller, and actually I was able to put them on my eyes without cutting them, which is unheard of. The shape was really good. I was able to apply them really easily, and so far I'm really impressed. I think that right now they're looking a little bit heavy just because my eye makeup is a little bit light, and usually I try to balance it with a darker under eye just so, a little balance. And I didn't do that today, so definitely don't judge the eyelashes by how they look on right now. But I think they're really comfortable, and I'm so excited I didn't have to trim them, and so the shape that they were manufactured to be is the shape that they are on my eyes. And again, they're not covering my eyelid. They're very light. They went on super well. I'm really excited about these, and if they continue to wear well throughout the day today, I probably will pick up more styles in this line. So as some of you may know, Ulta Beauty recently started carrying Flower Beauty. This is Drew Barrymore's makeup line, and these are her Flower Pots Powder Blush Compacts. So they come in this really nice plastic packaging. I actually picked up two of them. The first one is in the shade Warm Hibiscus, and this one is in the shade Sweet Pea. So I will definitely open those up and give you a swatch. The little tagline on the packaging says, "Women deserve something beautiful." Isn't that the truth? Here's what the compact looks like up close, and if you open it up, you see that there is a beautiful design etched on the top of the compact. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Milani Rose blushes, so it looks a lot like that. Here are the powders on my fingers. This one is Sweet Pea, and this one is Warm Hibiscus. It looks like one is going to be matte and one is going to be shimmer. So this one is Sweet Pea, and just below is Warm Hibiscus. I'm very excited to try these out. I will definitely put them in my March monthly makeup basket, and I will definitely come back and let you know how I feel about those. Another fairly new product in Ulta Beauty is from Physicians Formula, and these are the Butter Highlighters. This one is in the shade Champagne, but I also picked up 3 other shades. Basically, I just grabbed every shade I could find. I know these have been getting mixed reviews. Some people love them, some people don't love them so much. According to the packaging, these are cream to powder highlighters that are ultra luxurious and multi-dimensional cream to powder infused with muru muru butter, delivers a radiant Brazilian goddess glow. It's a skin loving blend. It says may be worn alone or over makeup. Using fingertips, glide over cheekbones, brow bone, upper lip, all the areas where you would normally highlight. I hope I like these because with the way I'm opening these boxes, I don't think that they'd take them back if I didn't like them. Okay, so I did pick up 4 shades. They are Champagne. It's a very pretty golden color. This one is in the shade Pink. This one is a little bit darker in the shade Rose Gold. Lastly, I have the shade Pearl. Here's a close-up of what your packaging looks like. It is a twist-up pot. I had to smell it because I love the butter bronzer so much. The smell's a little more faint on these. Ooh, they definitely feel creamy. Interesting. Here's what the 4 shades look like on my fingers. This is Pearl, Champagne, then we have Pink, and Rose Gold. They feel almost oily. Yeah, they definitely feel oily going on, which is really interesting. They definitely go on smoothly as a result though. So there are your 4 shades swatched. You have Pearl, you have Champagne, this one is Pink, and this one is Rose Gold. I think there's actually one more shade, but I wasn't able to get that one. They're very pretty highlighters. Just an interesting oily kind of texture. I guess that must be the Moro butter in the product, but I will definitely add these to my monthly makeup basket as well and definitely report back. I also picked up some brushes from Real Techniques. These are the Eye Detail and Define set, and it has a little eyeliner guide. It's like a little wing liner stencil. I'll show you up close what the product looks like. The Eye Detail and Define brushes are designed for precision eyeliner looks used with liquid, cream, gel, or powder liners and shadows. I love little brushes so much. Again, it comes from having small eyes. Little brushes just make it easier for me to do detail work on my eyes. So this one looks just like a traditional wing liner brush or maybe like a brow brush. And this is a teeny tiny like tight line square shaped brush. Interesting. The only thing I have that's similar to this is from Sephora collection, and it is a tight lining brush. And then the wing liner stencil, I guess. It kind of looks like a guitar pick, and it has a small wing, a larger wing, and a double wing look. So we'll see if those work out. I think these things are usually gimmicky. I really wanted it for the pencils, but I will definitely give this a try and see how that goes. The next thing I got was from Wet n Wild, and this is the Cushion Foundation with SPF. I decided to pick up the shade 109A, and this is in neutral beige, so hopefully that one will work for me. It's a cushion foundation. It comes with 0.52 ounces, so it's about half as much product as a normal foundation would. It does have SPF 15 as I mentioned, and it is supposed to have a natural coconut derivative. It says luminous, lightweight, and buildable hydrating formula. I love a good hydrating foundation, so I'm looking forward to trying this one out. Very cute packaging, and when you open it up, you do have a puff, and then this does open up to reveal the compact, which is sealed. It looks like there's no mirror, but there's actually like a film that covers it up, and it's pretty frosted, so it's hard to tell, but there actually is a mirror, very nice quality mirror actually, inside the compact itself. And so yeah, I like the packaging quite a bit. I hope that it works out well for me. I'm excited to try it out. I do like their other foundation, the one that has the paddle. I do enjoy lightweight luminous foundations, so this sounds like it's right up my alley. Another thing that I picked up from Wet n Wild, I was finally able to find one of their new eyeshadow palettes, and these are the 2 that I did pick up. This first one is in the shade Rosé in the Air, and this is the one that's supposed to be a dupe for the Modern Renaissance palette, and looking at it, I could see that. The other one is Not a Basic Peach, which is this one right here. It's basically a peachy, warm, neutral palette with a pop of turquoise. I picked these 2 up because I do have the Comfort Zone, which was one of their more popular palettes. I do have it in the older packaging, and so I didn't want to have it twice. The new ones are quite a bit smaller. They feel smaller than the older packaging. The addition to these is that you have more matte transition shades. I figured I could just use these in conjunction with my old Comfort Zone and do just fine. It took me quite a while to open it up, but I understand this is a product that's intended to be sold in the drugstore, and if it isn't properly sealed, people just open it up and dig their hands in it, and I would hate to buy something that people stuck their hands in, so I get it. In any case, this is the palette. Isn't that beautiful? It's such a lovely warm tone palette, and it does include those transition shades. Looks like a very nice everyday palette, and the little pop of blue is a little bit fun as well. So basically in the palette, they give you instructions on the backside for creating a day and night look, which are pretty, and neither one of them incorporate the blue. That would have been the first shade I went for. But let's give a couple of these a swatch. They feel really smooth. So these were the 4 on the left. These are the 4 on the right. Lastly, these two are your transition shades. This is so awkward, but basically this is the way they appear in the palette. And yeah, I'm excited to use this. They feel so creamy. Not a bad little palette for $4.99. This one I know a lot of people were using in their videos, so I'm not gonna swatch it right now. I know a lot of people are doing side by side, Modern Renaissance versus this one. But yeah, I'm excited to use these. I will definitely put these in my March makeup basket and see how I like them. That was everything from the drugstore side. Let's go ahead and get into the high-end side. Actually, no, I have one more affordable item, and it's the biggest thing and the reason why I was sent such a huge box. This is the Zodiac BH Cosmetics palette. It's a 25 color eyeshadow and highlighter palette, and I have seen this on so many people's videos. I had to get it. I saw it on Lauren May Beauty's channel. I saw it on April's channel. She's Wanna Makeup. And I even saw it on Manny MUA's channel and Raw Beauty Christie. Like, a lot of people are giving this palette such great reviews. It reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette. It's huge. I mean, look at that. It's not as big as the Mi Vida Loca palette. I did see that in person once, and I'm still kicking myself for not buying it. But here's the palette. On the inside, it does lift up, and there is a small mirror there. And here's what your shades look like. So that center shade is supposed to be a highlighter. Then you have mattes in the rectangular pans, and you have some baked shadows in the round pans. I was initially doing really well at resisting this, but when I saw it on so many people's videos, it just looked like such good quality. The shadows, the matte ones, they're nothing special. I mean, the purple ones here, but other than that, they're pretty neutral. And then I've actually never really been drawn to these baked kind of eyeshadows, but again, the looks I'm seeing people create with this palette are so beautiful. I just had to see it for myself, and it was really affordable. I think it was like in the $20-ish range. I will include prices and links to all the products as I always do. So I'm sorry if I'm misspeaking, but I think this was in the $20 range, which is really impressive. I don't want to swatch the whole palette, but I definitely want to swatch a few of these. Definitely this Sagittarius shade, which is a beautiful green. Let's do Pisces, since that's my sign. Let me do a couple of the mattes. I definitely want to do a purple, since those are usually traditionally difficult to formulate. So I'll do the purple, and then I'll do the highlighter in the middle. So the matte one, it came up kind of chunky. A little bit came off of my finger, but here you go. This one is Sagittarius, this one is Pisces, this is the highlight shade in the center, and this one's one of the purple. Nice shimmer, nice shimmer, nice highlight, a little bit dry. And the purple does seem a little bit chalky, but I think it's something I can definitely work with. This Pisces shade is so nice. I love that shade. It's like rose gold. I wouldn't even have been able to see that unless I swatched it. This is definitely a fun palette. I can't wait to dig into that. Okay, now that was all the affordable stuff. Now let's go ahead and get into some of the higher end stuff. The first thing I wanted to share is by Becca. This is their under eye primer. I first saw this on Puffin's wife's channel, and she can sell me anything. First of all, do you guys have any influencers like that basically anything they recommend you just want to buy? Well, she's that for me. I definitely want everything that she recommends, and this is what the product looks like. I really like the Pure Cosmetics Hydrogel Lift, which is more of a stick and you can sort of rub it on. This is a balm that's in a pot, and it's funny because I'm looking at it in the viewfinder, and the viewfinder doesn't do this justice. It looks like really cheap plastic packaging on videos, but this is a really nice, like, crystalline kind of plastic. I mean, it's definitely plastic, but it's just really high quality acrylic plastic, I guess. I don't know, it's just really pretty. When you open it up, you do have the balm. I actually have used this product already. I've only used it a couple times, and my first impressions are that it sort of is like a filling product, where if you have creases or anything like that, it might fill them in, so that when you go in with your concealer, it's a little bit smoother. But I'm not sure what the price of this product was. I think it was about $30, and I definitely got my discount with the coupon, but I don't like it as much as the Pure Hydrogel Lift. I'm gonna keep trying it and see how I like it. I don't like that I have to keep dipping in there. Since I apply concealer after foundation, if I dip my finger in there, it starts to get a little mucky and gross, and it's just, I don't know. I can't say I'm sold on this product. This was a product that was created to go along with it, and it is the Under Eye Brightening Powder. I've used this as well. I'm wearing both of these today actually. The packaging is pretty nice. It's a small powder pot. When you unscrew it, there is a twisty top where you can have like a sprinkling section and then a flat section, and I've worn it on my eyes. I think the only reason why it's brightening is because it's white. It doesn't crease, like it sets my eyes fine. I guess. I can't even get my thoughts together, but basically what I want to say is that I expected that if something was specifically created for the under eye, that it would have to be fantastic and blow everything else out of the water, and this simply just doesn't do that for me. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's anything to write home about just yet. I will definitely continue to try it, but this is about my third or fourth time using it, and I think it's just okay. I don't know. You guys let me know if you tried this and what you thought of it, if you think it's worth the money, and if you have any tips on how I can apply it so that I can get it to work better, because in the meantime, it's just okay. Just okay. 3 more items and then we will be all done. The first one is this eyeshadow palette by NARS, and they wrapped it up in this little plastic. So this isn't really new. It's been out for a little, relatively a long while as far as makeup releases are concerned, and I know a lot of people have already done reviews, swatches, and different looks using this palette. I always liked it, but it's just very expensive at $59, and I didn't want to pay $59 for it, so I waited until I had a coupon and I bought it at Ulta. It's a very nice palette with a pixelation pattern on the front. It's very chrome metallic on the back, and you do have the shades. Now it's funny because I saw this on Puffin's wife's channel as well, and she said that she had a hard time opening and closing it. Well, mine is not like that. Like, it opens and closes almost too easily. Like, I don't even have to dig my nails into the little slot. So yeah, I don't know. Another thing that I noticed is that when I open it, it just has a little bit of a resistance, and I wish that it opened just a little bit more. But in any case, this is what your shades look like. And my friend Jessica, I collaborated with her on the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palettes. She said I really needed to have this, and she said that it was beautiful. And so I definitely trust her advice, and so I wanted to pick it up, and it doesn't hurt that I was able to do so on a discount. And it's really pretty. It looks like a very nice everyday kind of palette. She did mention that some of these require like glitter glue to get them to function and to really stick to your eye, and I believe that because I have swatched this one in store, and I did find like the shade that appeals to me the most is this one here. It's the shade Mendoza, I believe. It feels a lot more smooth than I expected. Let me swatch a couple of others. I'll do a matte, this other shimmer. So there are those 3. Ooh, this one is so pretty, duochrome, like pink orange. This matte's a little bit chalky, and this pink is a little bit more chunky, but again, I'm sure that I will be able to work with them, and I do like the color scheme quite a lot. I barely touched that shadow, this one right here, and I don't know if you can see, but the surface is already kind of pretty disrupted. In any case, I'm excited to use this. I did see this show up on a lot of people's monthly favorites, and so I definitely want to see for myself. I do like the NARS Loaded eyeshadow palette, and so I'm excited to try this one too. The next thing I picked up was a set of matte lipsticks, and this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's so cute. This is such a cute little package. I've been wanting to try out these lipsticks since they first came out, but I think that they're priced at $18 each, and the shade that interested me the most was called Dead Roses, and it's in this set. So I thought that this would be a really good way to try out different shades in their line. It comes with 4. So here's what the packaging actually looks like. It's very nice for a little deluxe sample size. If you open it up, you do get quite a generous amount of product. So I think that this is a really great way to try out the line and see how you like it, because for the price of one lipstick you can try out 4 different shades, and so I think that's just great. I'm making swatches for you, and I see like a lot of times people describe these as lipsticks that kind of tug as you apply them because they are matte, and I can kind of see that on my hand, but it's not anything that seems like it's gonna be uncomfortable. They do give such a very nice selection of colors to choose from. The first one is Soft Pink, the next one is Kiss, followed by Spice, and lastly Dead Roses, which is the shade I wanted to try out. Definitely a very nice selection of shades. They didn't throw in anything unwearable, even though they have some more creative colors in their line. I think that this is a good starter set if you just want to try out the formulas, so I'm really excited to try these. I've been so curious, and the shade that I really wanted was this one, which is Dead Roses, so it's just an even bigger bonus that it comes in the set. And last but not least, I did pick up the Lime Crime Venus XL eyeshadow palette. I've heard so many great things about the Lime Crime formula, but I was always hesitant to purchase from the line because of the security issues that they experienced and things like that. So it makes me so happy that they're available on Ulta, and this is what the palette looks like. I saw this sneak peek on Instagram like the day it launched. There was like no preview, no anything. And so they got me. That's like another marketing tactic that I need to look out for, because I feel like if brands sneak peek stuff like way in advance, you have time to like mentally prepare and really think about if you need that product. This one was just like, oh, new launch, available now. And I'm just like, yeah. Anyway, I've heard really great things about this brand, and it does include a very nice mirror, and here's what your shades look like. Let me take off this plastic. Here are what the shades look like. They're very pink, rosy toned. It's a very pink palette. Somebody said that it looked a lot like the Modern Renaissance palette. Just looking at it, I can't say that there's any shades in here that are that unique to my collection. Maybe this one here, Flora, is a shade I may not have elsewhere. Other than that, the other shades do look like shades I might have in other palettes or in singles, but I really did want to try out their formula and see how I like it. I have their smaller palettes as well, but I haven't used them as much to really establish an opinion. But I really wanted to try this one. There's something about this palette just looks so pretty. It is like really bulky packaging, like you could see it's really thick. It probably doesn't need to be that thick. I'm sure the pans don't go down that far, but even so, it's just such a beautiful palette, and I like the color story. I don't have a palette that is quite so pink, like even the Lila palette is a little more purple than it is pink, and so I'm really interested in this one. I won't swatch this one. Just let me know if you would like to see a dedicated video on this palette, because I was planning to do so, or a swatch video if you want to see one of my swatch videos, or a 2 looks 1 palette on any of these palettes that I purchased today. I will definitely come back and give you some information with a haul follow-up. That's everything for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to see a dedicated review video to any of these products, a 2 looks 1 palette, a swatch video, or anything like that, just let me know in the comment section down below. If you do enjoy this kind of video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel and brightens my day as well. So if you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you'll subscribe, ring my bell, and stick around for future videos. I do upload every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a lovely one, and I look forward to seeing you again really, really soon. Bye-bye!